Alright, so the RPMs are stabilizing now, the governor's on.
Okay.
Good morning, guys. We're back for day number 2 here. We're going to go do transitions and see if we can get this thing into a hover today. So we're going to transition from forward flight to a hover, just find a bunch of places to do approaches and see if we can get it to get into a stable hover. If we can, maybe we'll go for takeoffs as well. So that's the plan for today. All our checks are done. We want to do final takeoff checks. So we have no more lights on anymore. These guys are talking too loud. No more lights on. Rotors are up in the green. Temperatures and pressures are almost green. We got 56 on the oil temp.
Okay.
Gimbal says anything over 50 we're allowed to take off, but we can't use full power, 100% power, until we're at 60 degrees. That's where the yellow goes away.
Okay.
So we're okay for takeoff there. We're almost at 60. By the time we lift off, we'll be at 60 anyways. We got enough fuel for the flight. We got 81 liters. And then we just go across our switches. Everything's on. Might as well put our lights on, nav lights, landing lights, and carb heats on auto. We're on the tower frequency, we're ready for liftoff. So final look around, make sure that everything's clear. We don't want anybody walking up beside the helicopter while we're taking off. And so let's go ahead and take off. So we've got a little bit of right pedal. We know that we're going to be torquing to the left on liftoff. So we're going to start lifting up in the collective. Frictions are off there, yeah. Start lifting up in the collective. Start anticipating that right pedal. And then cyclic, kind of in a neutral position, but as we get light on the skids, we're starting to feel where the helicopter wants to go,
Okay.
and how much pedal to input, until we find that nice neutral position. There she is. Okay, we're all clear to the right, checking that tail. Again, we don't want to swing it into somebody's vehicle or something.
Okay.
We're checking for traffic and behind us. Looks all clear back there. And so we'll call tower. Tower, it's Uniform Tango Echo. We are ready for departure.
Uniform Tango Echo, Tower traffic Cessna 172, right-hand crosswind runway 01 at 1,000 feet. Take off your discretion from BC helicopters, please.
Okay, I'm looking for that Cessna for Uniform Tango Echo. Alright, we're clear for takeoff. So you can see I'm using about 94. I'm going to bring that power down a little bit to about 85. And that's looking really good.
Thompson 44 calling Abbotsford Tower. What was your item?
And we're going to come to the left this time. We're going out the east route. So
Okay.
Just over the greenhouses at 1,000 feet with information inbound for Chinook.
Some traffic up there.
yeah, that's the one she was talking about. Yeah. So we want to come in a little bit quicker here now. So power is going to come down, bring it down to like 30% or so.
1 mile east of Fort Langley, 2,000 feet headed eastbound towards Shoreline.
And I'm just having a look here at the relationship between airspeed and ground speed. So we're doing about 72 airspeed, 66 ground speed.
Okay.
That tells me that we have a little bit of a headwind right now.
Okay.
So that's nice. About approximately 10 knots. So we're going to go through this field. We're a little bit high for what I was hoping to do. I was kind of hoping to go through this part here. But that's no problem.
Sound, we're looking for you there. We're going to start descending here once we see
And you're doing a fantastic job here. We'll start slowing down just a tiny little bit. There we go. That's nice. I'll keep going in this direction for now. Oh, a little more to the right. Okay, let's start leveling off. So we're kind of drifting a little bit. A little more right cyclic will stop the drift. A little more, a little more, a little more. There you go. That's looking better. And so you can go a little more left pedal, right cyclic, because we still have a touch of drift. And then now we want to climb out. So start bringing your power back up, accelerating a little bit, and we're going to go through that gap. We don't want to get too close to the barn. So power back up to about 80, 85%. And then there your speed's around 50. We're like 50 to 55 knots for climb out. So just a couple more knots there. And then that's good. We're going to come to the left here. Go around that tree. We're just trying to climb out without having to fly over any houses or anything. So we're at 70, so we can go another 10% at least. Bring that back up. Awesome, so that was our first approach. We didn't have enough room, unfortunately, to really get it slowed down, but we're going to go over to another field and do it again.
Okay.
That was good. Good, so we're set up for our field now. You can see it's that long one there.
Okay.
So let's start slowing down, dropping that power down again. And then as we come in for approaches, this is probably one of the best skills you can learn as a pilot, is to look at the area that you want to go to. So we're kind of right now aiming for the beginning of that field there. And with your collective, you're going to adjust height. So you're going to ask yourself, if I were to draw a zip line from my nose down to the ground there, would I make it to that spot? If the answer is no, then fix it. So we can use the collective with our left hand to adjust height. I think we're a little high, so let's go ahead and drop a bit more power.
Okay.
Then with the right hand, we can use the cyclic to adjust speed. So if we feel like we're too fast or too slow, we can adjust that with the cyclic hand. All right? So I'd say we're doing pretty good right now. We're still a tiny bit on the high side, so we're going to bring that power a little more down. That's looking really good. And now our zip line looks pretty good. You can see, if it feels like we're going to sink too much though, and we're going to get too close to those bushes, we can raise that collective again. Now, like we talked about in the classroom, we want to start recovering from that descent early. So already now, start slowly raising that collective, easing that right pedal in, and then just gently, gently, gently slowing the helicopter down. Now, if we feel like we're slowing down too quickly, like we talked about, we're going to push a little bit of forward cycling, just keep that movement going. You can see the trees just howling here, so we actually have a pretty strong wind, probably 15 knots of wind or so. You're doing fantastic. So our height's pretty good. We can go down a little bit lower. That's nice. Beautiful. Let's just keep this speed going. So hold this height. So raising a little bit of collective. Yep. Keep that forward speed going. Keep the forward speed going. The wind is actually helping your keel effect, meaning keeping the nose straight, but you've got a good amount of right pedal in there. Keep pushing the right pedal. Keep pushing the right pedal. Yeah, that's right. You're doing a good job. More right pedal. More right pedal. Raise the collective a little more. There you go. That's nice. That's nice. And then you can just gradually, you're almost there already, but we can just gradually work ourselves to the hover. Gonna be a little more right pedal, a little more right pedal, a little more. Yeah, there you go. Not too much power. So the wind is kind of giving you a bit of a ride here. Lots of right pedal, don't let it get away from you. So just get that nose nice and straight. Beautiful, we're up a little high here. Gently back down again. But that was really good. So we're a little high. Bring her down a little bit. Yeah, right pedal. Okay, let's start transitioning to forward flight again. So start easing that cycling forward. Good. Keep your eyes out there. Keep the nose straight. Whatever pedal you need to keep the nose straight, just go for it. Just easing that cycling forward. Yeah. That's good. A little bit too much power. We can bring that power down a little bit. Yeah, just bring her down to about 80. There you go. Nice. We got the speed. Now let's let the nose come up a little bit. Straighten out our nose. There you go. Now we have a nice climb. We can start bringing our power down.
Okay.
And then slowing down a little tiny bit. So again, we're going to try and shoot our approach kind of for the beginning of the sandbars there, and then just kind of do a little hover taxi eventually at some point or another.
The ones further down?
Yeah, this large group here, there's water kind of going in between them and stuff.
Okay.
So if we look at it, if we're looking for the first island, does it look like we're going to make it, or are we going to overshoot or undershoot right
Overshoot.
now? Okay, so bring the power down.
Okay.
So this is the thing, we're constantly asking ourselves this question every time we shoot an approach. How am I doing? Am I too high or too low? Am I too fast or too slow?
Okay.
And we're asking ourselves again and again and again, how am I doing? Am I too high or too low? Too fast or too slow?
Okay.
And if you constantly ask that question, you'll always shoot a perfect approach.
Okay.
But if you just kind of like, I don't know, I'm just going to think about it later, then you're going to end up always too high, or the approach is always going to be a bit messed up, right? So we can see right now, it's a bit hard to salvage this island, this first one. We don't care, we have lots of room. So let's go for the second one. We'll go a little more to the right here. And I think we can still make the second one work, so let's drop the power just a little more. That's looking good. Speed's at 50, that's nice. We won't go slower than 50 for now. And drop just a little more. We're at 36%. Go to like 30%, and you're going to see it sink like crazy. Just that last little bit of power really makes the helicopter drop. already thinking ahead to the point where it's like, okay, now I want to start recovering this descent. So for recovering the descent, we're starting to raise that collective forward on the cyclic, right pedal, all three at the same time.
We'll be doing South Sun Valley traffic.
Gonna go to the right a little bit because of that boat.
Yeah, the boat there, yeah. Yeah, we can use this nice long island here as our path. This is good. Descent rate's awesome, speed's great, and then we're just remembering again that we're gonna start pushing that right pedal in. Now, it might feel a little more twitchy. Believe it or not, the winds have actually shifted a little bit here. We just have a couple knots of tailwind. So forward cyclic, right pedal, raise the collective. There you go. Right pedal, raise the collective, raise the collective. There you go. And whatever it takes to keep that nose straight. A little more forward cyclic. You can feel it coming to a hover just a little too quick here. That's better. You feel the nose is level now?
Yep.
That's beautiful. That's really, really nice. Okay, let's come down a little lower. And once we get over here somewhere, we're just going to see if we can get into a nice hover. Fantastic. So our eyes should be up on the next island, looking at those trees ahead there. And we want to keep enough right pedal in there that the nose doesn't spin around on us. So anytime you see that nose just even trying to go to the left, just shove in that right pedal.
Change the frequency to landing tower.
Oh, the bird just got ripped apart there. It's like a big pile of feathers. That's beautiful. So, keeping that nose straight, keeping the helicopter level. Fantastic. This is a good height. Keep the nose straight. Pull back a little bit. So you see how when you shove in that right pedal, the nose wants to drop a little bit?
Yeah.
So let's lower the collective a little bit. We're climbing like crazy. Want to bring it back down, bring it back down. Okay, keep coming down, keep coming down. No need to be at 30, 40 feet. Bringing her down, bringing her down. That's nice. Good work.
Oh man.
We're creating a little bit of a dust cloud here. So let's go ahead and fly away. So start easing that cyclic forward. Lots of right pedal, there you go. Easing it forward, going through translation. So as you feel that nose want to pop up, easing the cyclic forward to bring our power down just a touch. So there's the nose pop. That's where we need to be pushing forward on the cyclic. Accelerating. Yeah, not too much. There she goes. Keep the nose nice and straight. Alright, buddy. You just shot an approach and we're in a hover. This is great. This one's much better because we're not climbing. Let's watch out. As I say that, you're starting to climb, so watch out with the climb, yeah. Bringing her down. That's fantastic. So nice. Yeah, keep that right pedal in there. And then just, yeah, keep your vision focused out a little ways. The ideal is anything more than about 150 feet in front of you. So like the edge of the water is good, or even across the island. The next batch of water, or land there. That's fantastic. There you go. Okay, so we're going to do another takeoff. Let's keep it down, keep it down. I don't want to go up too high. I want to get a better reference to the ground this time. Last time we were a little too high, so let's come back down again.
Okay.
And a little more right pedal. We're going to face down the island that way. So go ahead and throw the pedal in. Okay, that's great. So let's go ahead and start easing that cyclic forward. Got plenty of power there. That's good, not too much. Keep the nose straight. Keep the nose straight. Forward cyclic, forward cyclic, forward cyclic. More. Power comes down just another couple percent. That's good. A little bit straighter on the nose, so a little bit of left pedal. That was a better one. We didn't feel the same. We didn't feel the flat back as much. You pushed through that way better.
Yep.
Yeah, so that was really nice. We can get a little bit better with coordination and stuff, but that's a good start, man. Keep raising it because you can see the profile right now is towards the water there.
Yep.
So just bringing it up, forward cyclic at the same time. We don't really want to enter a hover over the water, so just easing the cyclic forward as you bring in your power. Luckily it's really shallow here, you'd probably just sit your skids in the water, but alright, you're doing really good, this is nice. Good, so remembering that lots of right pedal, keep that approach going, we don't want to end up in a hover at 30 feet. So a little forward cyclic, right pedal, forward cyclic, raise the collective, more, there you go. So that's kind of where I was talking about in the classroom of just having that sink rate at the end.
Yeah.
So if you stop too quickly, then the helicopter will just kind of sink down if you don't bring in the collective quick enough. So a bit more right pedal. I think the wind's coming from over this direction here. So let's just feed that pedal in. But you'll be able to feel better than I will because I'm not on the controls where the helicopter is the most comfortable sitting. So let's spin it to the right a bit and see if there's an area where it's more comfortable. If there isn't, if the way that you were facing felt the best,
yeah, it did actually.
Then you can just sit there. I was just looking at the trees there, but sometimes, yeah, you get a certain wind pocket and it's like, no, that's the best place. So that's where you want to hang out. Awesome. You're doing a great job hovering here. Why don't we have a little tiny bit of forward movement? So when I say that, I mean like a walking pace. If you picture like, I don't know, grandma walking or something in front of the helicopter, you don't want to knock her over. So you're just going to walk the helicopter slowly forwards here. And we want to go down just a little bit lower. All right.
Going down.
Yep, a little bit of forward and down. And our eyes shouldn't be here. They should be kind of up there. Near the edge of the beach up there where the water is, or kind of where it dries out a little bit there. That's good. So we want to be walking forward ever so slowly and coming down lower.
I'm having a really hard time getting it to go forward.
Yeah, exactly. Good. And keep going a little bit down, a little bit down, a little bit lower. You're doing really good here. Keep her coming down and forward just ever so slightly. Keep her coming down, keep her coming down.
Dang it.
Alright, just stay relaxed, keep your eyes forward. Yeah, a little bit forward and down, forward and down, forward and down. Keep working your way down, you're doing great. Keep going, keep going, keep going. So as soon as it tries to come back up again, we're just going to fix it down, 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 let it come down.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, you're doing great. Keep working it down. Doing good, doing good. Keep going. A little bit of forward cyclic, a little bit of forward cyclic. Lower the collective a little bit. So your eyes should be there. You want to keep the nose nice and straight. Let's try again. So a little forward cyclic. Going to be just crawling forwards. Keep working your way down. Keep that nose nice and straight. A little bit buffety here because of the winds. A little forward, a little forward, a little bit down, 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 down. Keep working it down. Don't be shy with going down.
Okay.
A little forward cyclic, forward cyclic, forward cyclic. Yeah. As long as we're not backing up, we're happy. And there we are. So what we're trying to do is basically trick you onto the ground. So we don't want to be thinking about landing, but we have some rules when we land. The rules are obviously that we can't be backing up and we can't be going sideways. Other than that, everything's fair game, right? So if we have a little bit of forward movement, it actually makes your life a little easier. Now it's a little muddy, so we don't want to be like skidding around or anything, but a little forward movement. A little forward movement ensures that you're not going backwards. You can't go backwards if you're going forwards, right? and then it helps you to not be drifting sideways. It doesn't stop it, but kind of helps you with that. And then the idea is just to keep this nice smooth motion going until you eventually feel like it's
I thought you wanted to hover taxi.
I know. I was just trying to trick you onto the ground.
I was like, I didn't want to touch.
You're like, no, don't touch it, don't touch it. Okay, so let's go ahead and take it off. So you're gonna take this one off. So a little bit of right pedal. A little more. That's pretty good there. Okay, start raising the collective. You want to start getting light on your skids. And you'll feel it pretty soon. Keep coming up on the collective. You're going to start feeling the helicopter getting light.
Okay.
And then if you feel the helicopter doing something you don't like, just fix it. So if it starts twisting, use your pedals to fix it. If it starts feeling like it's going to roll or anything like that, use your cyclic to fix it. Keep coming up, keep coming up. Doing good. It's about to get light here. You're about to start feeling it moving around. There she comes. So pull back a little bit, pull back, a little bit left cyclic. A little bit more right pedal, left cyclic, left cyclic, left cyclic. There she is.
Whoa.
Yeah, so you can kind of feel, as soon as you feel it doing something you don't like, you just want to nice and quickly go ahead and fix it.
Okay.
So, that's good. Okay, let's bring her back into the wind there. Alright, so a little forward movement if possible. Now we're backing up.
Oh dear.
As soon as I say let's go forward. Little forward. Trying to get a hover taxi going is the idea.
Okay.
And we want to do that very low to the ground. So let's get down lower. Get down lower. There we go. Little forward movement. There you go. Keep her coming down. Keep her coming down. Nose up. Eyes up. Keep her going forward. 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 There you go. Keep coming down. Keep coming down. Keep coming down. We're just slowly working it towards the ground. There you go. Keep her going. Keep her going. And there you are.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, so it was a little rushed and a little bit off and stuff, but I was close by on the controls. And we just forced a landing there.
Wow.
Okay, but it wasn't a forced landing. Alright, so let's go ahead and take off again. So you can just bring your power right up.
Okay.
Yeah, a little more right pedal probably. And just bring her up until you start feeling get light. And again, eyes are up there, they're not straight down here. And then as you start feeling the helicopter do stuff that you don't like, you fix it up nice and quick. A little more left cyclic, more. There you go, a little forward. All right, that was all you. I didn't touch the controls. We're backing up. Let's go a little forward cyclic. So we came up really nice, but then we started backing up right away. So you just use a little forward cyclic, fix that up. But that was all you, man. First takeoff, you guys. That's pretty exciting. Wow. So that was a nice approach. Just working into a nice hover here. Nice hover. Beautiful. Stabilize, relax. How's your trim on the cyclic? Do you want to trim that out a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and trim it out. So for those of you guys that don't know, there's this little trim motor up here. If you're feeling any force on the cyclic, you can actually trim that out. So if the cyclic's pushing to the right, you can actually trim to the left a little bit, or if the cyclic's pushing back, you can trim it forward a little bit. So you can actually get it nicely trimmed out so that the helicopter will just sit there and hover and you barely need to touch the cyclic, like just super soft in your hand. That's the goal anyways, because then it makes your takeoffs and landings and everything easier than hovering. How's that feeling?
A little better.
Okay, we're backing up a little bit, so we'll stop the backup. That's like the #1 thing in a helicopter you don't want to do,
Right.
unless you're planning to do it, right? So if you've checked that there's no traffic behind you and you're high enough and everything, then we can back up a little bit, but not very much. But in general, if you're backing up right away, go ahead and fix it. Just to have danger of hooking those skids and rolling over backwards. Okay, so we want to get a little tiny bit of forward movement going. Come back down for another landing here. So, there you go. Start walking her forward. Again, her eyes are up on the light colored grass up ahead. We got a little bit of backwards movement going. So we're going to work our way going forwards. Keep coming down, forward down, forward down, forward down, forward down, keep going forward. There you go, forward down, forward down, forward down. A little more forward, there you go. Coming down, keep coming down, forward, and lower the collective. All the way. There you go. Oh man, that was your first all by yourself. Nice landing.
Oh,
Give me 5.
that was intense.
That was intense, but that was really good. You did a fantastic job on that. So yeah, it was doing a bit of this, but you got it steadied out at the end, and you just kind of went for it. We're gonna learn in the next few days here how to have more control of that, right? So the idea is right now, I'm right there. So if I don't like something, I'm going to grab control, right? But I'm trying to get you, without grabbing control, I'm trying to get you into a sweet spot where it's like, okay, just go for it, because confidence is everything. If you have confidence, then the landing becomes easy. Right now, the reason the landing's hard, A, because you're just trying to learn how to hover the helicopter, but B, because there's this lack of confidence, and so you tense up as you get close to the ground. Because I can get you to hover pretty nice and steady at 5-6 feet, but if I try and ask you to hover at 6 inches, nice and steady, it's like, whoa, right? What's the difference? Your brain is telling you, I need to freak out because I'm close to the ground, right? So we're trying to get over that panic. So if I can get you to do a couple landings like this is just the psychology of training. If I can get you to do a couple landings where it's like, wow, I did that, then the confidence builds up and it's like, well, maybe I can do it again. Maybe I can do it again. And so you start getting more and more comfortable with it. Once you are comfortable with it, then let's fly together here for a second.
Okay.
Pretty soon, you'll be able to hover the helicopter here at 6 inches, and you'll be able to touch it down and have one skid touching the ground and just barely be able to kind of sit there light on your skids, and the helicopter won't go anywhere. And you can do this all day if you want to, and there's no fear. It's not like you're going to roll over, because what you're doing is you're actually you're essentially hovering the helicopter but touching the ground, if that makes any sense, right?
Yeah.
So you're essentially holding that helicopter exactly where you want it to be held, or you can pick it back up, or you can set it down, whatever you sort of want, and the helicopter's not going to go anywhere because you have the controls in the perfect spot, right? And that's the comfort zone that we're after. That's what we're trying to aim for, is to be able to come down and have perfect comfort to just set her down real smooth and then lower the collective. But we're not there yet. We're kind of in that real fragile stage of like, I could just barely hover, but I can also just barely take off and land. So that was really good. I like it. Let's go for another nice smooth takeoff. So coming up soft.
Okay.
This one should be a little easier than the mud spot.
You ready to go?
Yeah, whenever you are. Yeah. Okay, so your eyes are out, getting light on the skids. And as you feel it coming up, I think you need a bit more right cyclic already. You can start to feel the helicopter, what it's trying to do, even before it does it. So keep coming up, keep coming up. And if you don't like something, immediately fix it. Yeah, there you go, there you go, there you go. Right pedal. Oh, that was fantastic. So that's you see how it was tried to drift a little bit to the left, you right away fixed it with a little bit of back right cyclic, and it just came up nice and smooth. Oh man, that was a dream. I like that. I really, really like it. We're going to leave it with that for today, because I think your brain is fried.
Yeah, it's fried.
Yeah.
It's official.
Okay, I'm going to close my door. Now I'm going to teach you a new step here. We have to check for traffic before we depart, okay? So tail's all clear on your side. Let's pedal turn to the left here. That's really nice. Okay, we'll stop there. We're just going to go 90 degrees. That's good. Now if we had wind, we'd actually turn to the right because it's a power pedal. It's a better way to turn. We're just going to look for traffic out here. We got a little observer out there. And then that's looking clear. We're going to turn off to the right again. And quick radio call and away we go.
1 Valley traffic, helicopter Cabra G2, Golf Uniform Tango Echo lifting off from the center of the farmer's field and going to be departing out to the south initially.
And let's transition off. So start moving forward.
All right, you ready?
Yep, ready when you are. Keep that nose nice and straight. Easing it away. Yep, a little bit more power and just ease that cyclic forward, 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 forward. Keep the nose straight, keep pushing forward, keep pushing forward. That one you felt a little more because you had trimmed it out in the hover.
Right.
Interesting, right? The difference?
Right.
So you felt that that flat back a little bit more than the other ones. But that was great. Beautiful. We're going to do a right-hand turnout. I want you to climb up to 1,000 feet. And then we're going to head back for Abbotsford. So you can trim out that cyclic again if you're fighting anything. I'm going to leave it here, guys. That was a long enough video. Some long clips of taking off and landing. Some of you guys are going to like that, some of you are not, but that's cool. I think some people are going to really enjoy seeing just the little details of what it's like to learn that fragile stage of, he just figured out how to hover yesterday and then going to a takeoff and landing, so we keep that right-hand turn going. If you guys did like this video, give it a blade slap on the light. I haven't thought of another term yet, but I do like that.
Or you could do count how many times I say okay today, because I said like 100 times yesterday.
You said a lot of okays yesterday. That's true. Subscribe if you haven't, and we're going to talk to you guys again tomorrow. Bye.
See ya.